I see what's going on. It's Derpy, Doctor. There's something about Derpy that is driving you down a dark path. Is it because you were with her when you changed? You unleashed your anger on her, and now your mind is driving you down a dark road because you hurt her.
What kind of stupid analysis is that? It's really simple. She betrayed my trust. I thought she knew me. I thought she would be there for me. But it turned out that all she really cared about was if I was a bloody hero or not. Not about me.
If you want to approach Derpy for emotional reasons, then do it for practical reasons. She's the only other time traveler you know. Could she be unaffected by the changing timeline because of that?
Maybe you're right. Just a small visit.
Docky Walkie?
Huh?
I'm giving you some things to read too.
Oh. You care about Dinky and Sparkler, Doctor. To pretend that you don't is ridiculous. You give Sparkler her name. Speaking of which, what's the story behind that?
I named her Amethyst Star, but she and Miss Whooves had a hard time remembering it. And since both gems and stars sparkle, we called her Sparkler as a nickname. They liked it, but she'll always be Amethyst to me. But it's sometimes called Amethyst. Amy for short. Little Amy. Amy, I'm so sorry. Alright, I'll check on them. Just for Sparkler's sake.
Feelings.
Look at me, acting like a sentimental old man who can't let go of his past. Some things never change.
Oh no, sorry. She and the girls are staying in Philadelphia right now. Warden sent her there so she could recover and relax.
Oh. Well, that's good, I suppose.
Oh, but look on the bright side, handsome.
Eh?
You have me all to yourself.
Look, I'm really not, that is,
What's wrong? You were so confident and suave before. Playing shy now?
tempting, very, very tempting, but I can't, I need to go.
One night stand. Figures.
That was close. Way too close. So hard to control myself. Well, a fat lot of good that was. Why did I even bother? Forget it. Just forget it. I'm not wasting a trip to go bother with that putz. She's clearly avoiding me now. And who the hell could blame her? I'd avoid myself too if I could.
Oh, that's a cool picture. Ah, nice. No, Doc. You need to stay here and find out what's going on before Twilight becomes the next victim. Ignore ponies who bring up Derpy and focus on the problem at hand so you can keep Twilight safe. That is all that matters right now. Doctor, this isn't about Derpy right now. You must help Twilight. Pagan says, wait. Doctor, you can't leave. What about these murders? You need to find out who's doing this. Focus, Doctor, focus. No, Doctor. You have to go back and solve the mystery for Twilight.
You're right. I don't have time for this drama. So, back to...
Get out of this town. Now!
What?
Don't. I know you. I know what happens when you stay too long. And I've worked too hard to let you ruin these ponies' lives. So go.
Wait, you can't just ask me to go. Leave when you...
I'm not asking, Theta. I'm telling.
But won't you just explain?
Oh, of course. The one time you should be running and you're not. Well, not this time. I won't let you go. I won't let you back. Not ever again. Leave.
Oh, Doctor, you have an awful lot of running to do. Who, who was that? And why did you buck so easily? So to address the elephant in the room, whom the world was that? Doctor, who's that exactly?
Patience, I'll explain later. In a way, she's right, though.
So I guess it's time to hide back in the TARDIS like you always do.
The more I meddle in this, the more likely things will go wrong. So I should leave.
Get out of this town, maybe you should even get out of this planet as well. This Technicolor pony weirdo's world is just causing trouble to you.
Torchwood? Torchwood, can you hear me? Guys, you're not going to believe this, but the doctor is...
Before I make things worse,
Oh, merciful Celestia.
I'm
Oh,
sure
God.
it's better when I'm gone.
Poor Lyra.
I know.
Running is always the better option.
You never got to touch those hands.
Thanks again for this. It's great to be out and about again. You're like the big brother I never had, you know that?
It's all right. You and the girls needed to get out of Ponyville, and with my parents in town, I wanted to see them before they headed back to Fort Nayers.
Oh, if you like Mama's brother, that makes you uncle, right?
I guess it does. Now, how about you to get yourself some cheesecake?
Oh, yay, cheesecake! Okay.
That's not the only reason I got you out of town. I want you to keep an eye on those two. Something bad is going down. With unicorns being the main targets, I can't afford to lose them in another Slaughter Cube incident.
Daughter, what?
Meanwhile, in Philadelphia. Slaughter Cube Corner, don't you remember? 1 year ago, Pinkamania and Pie went to nuts, slaughtered the cakes, Rambo Dash, a few others, cooked them in her cakes, and ate them.
That's not funny. You shouldn't make up stories like that, especially not ones about ponies as nice as Pinky.
What? Derpy, I was assigned to Ponyville because of that case. After Princess Celestia condemned her to death by decapitation, Ponyville went into a panic and begged for a police force.
No, you came here because Princess Celestia wanted you to relax after all you've been through. You're not making any sense. None of this stuff happened. Oh, wait a minute. If you're serious, that means the doctor. Time is being altered.
I don't understand. What do you mean time is being altered? The doctor? Him again?
I don't know how to explain it, but this is happening. I have to tell him. I have to find the doctor.
No, you can't see him again.
What?
Listen to me, Derpy. The last time you saw him, he was trying to hurt you, and before that, he beat you. You spent 4 months in the hospital. I watched you suffer the depression and the difficult process of recovery. I won't see him do that to you again. Or do something worse. I'll kill him first.
I knew it.
Oh, this must be pre-Arrow.
Yep. Look, she's a little baby. Of course it's pre-Arrow.
No.
I know what he did was wrong. It was bad, but something's wrong with him. If I could just... Mr. Script! Oh, written script is here. What a pleasant surprise.
Wait, who?
Oh yeah, you haven't met him yet. He's been full-sitting the girls when you weren't available. He's really sweet. Hold on a bit. I want to go talk to him. Maybe introduce him to you.
What now?
Hold on.
Let's see who this.
Oh,
That's
that's Jack.
who's doing Jack?
Well,
That's a loaded question.
yeah. Do you want the long list or the short list?
I mean, I have a pretty gay-sounding voice.
Excuse
But then
me,
you'd be talking to
Tesseract Comet. I'm gonna need you to come with me.
How? Who the hell?
We're Torchwood.
Doctor, I don't know what to tell you. All you've done to help even like this, and you don't get any thanks aside from Miss Sparkle. 'Tis not that needs you to change. I think it's everybody else.
Finally, someone who sees my point. Just when I was about to do something, she had to show up, didn't she?
Was that a Time Lord? Thought it was just you and a good old drummer boy left.
Apparently not. And of all Time Lords, her. Just had to be her.
Sorry. Well, Doctor, care to explain, or are you clueless to what she's talking about?
Oh, I know very well what she's talking about. Anyone who knows me long enough would know that nothing but pain and destruction follows me.
You're just going to let her talk to you like that?
She has every right to, believe me. She's right. I can't argue with her.
Now, wait just a second. She worked too hard to let you ruin these ponies' lives. It's a bit late for that, isn't it? Their lives are already ruined. What she's doing to make things better. Your marshmallow may be the next one dead if you don't fix this.
Just who do you think ruined them in the first place? Chasing me out was her best option. Alright. Calm. Relax. If I stayed in Ponyville, it would be like parking your finger in a tiny hole in some cloth. It just makes the hole bigger.
She's crying. What did you do, Doc? Or what did the future you do to the past?
It's what I did in the past. She's got every reason to hate me. 2 times over, in fact.
That's interesting. In some senses, that has been used such as a nickname holds a cruel weight when named at one such as yourself. And that very well be how she meant it, as she seemed to know you and of your historical tendencies. Are we dealing with another very wibbly-wobbly, temporarily disjointed problem again? What do you know of that crystal blue mare, my doctor?
Let's just say we were close. I wouldn't have my TARDIS if it wasn't for her.
Do-
I'd rather not dwell on the past, though.
Would it have your TARDIS? Did she give it to you? Or help you find it then, Doc?
Neither. She helped me get away with borrowing it.
Tell us tell us who that mare was, please.
No, I'd rather not.
Coward!
Yep.
Doctor, get off your ass and do something.
Fine. As long as it doesn't involve helping things.
I know your answer might be nothing, but given your track record, I don't think that's the case. What are you going to do next, Doctor? Wait for Twilight to give you a signal?
I'll always be keeping an ear out for her, but no. I'm rather curious about something, actually.
So, if you know what happened to Pinkie Pie, do you have any ideas what happened to the others? Rarity, for example?
Funny you should mention her. That's what I was concerned about. Twi mentioned scars, but that's not possible. The only rarity I know of with scars was from a different dimension. Called herself Mommy, and I left my jewel-encrusted whip with her by accident.
Oh god, I know that rarity. What's that jewel-encrusted whip you said? Bigger question, how did you leave it there?
Well, I gave her a visit a long time ago. We were having so much, fun that I forgot to take it with me.
Hey, Doctor, maybe you should pay little Miss Rarity a visit. I know you said you would give up on intimate ordeals, but she could really use some advice with some interesting dreams.
Dreams? Parallel universe, parallel dimension? Twilight knowing her even though it's impossible, and interesting dreams? You're right, this does call for some investigation. And I really miss that whip. Time to pay Mommy a visit and get to the bottom of this. Ah, there she is. Why is she on the ground? Don't mind me, gorgeous. I'm just here to retrieve the jewel-encrusted whip I accidentally left in your stocking drawer earlier.
Oh yeah, am I doing this Rarity or is Doc doing it?
I thought you claimed rarity like for
Okay.
everything.
Oh, hello.
Are you all right, Mommykins? Let me help you up. You look awful.
Childress, darling. Mama Rarity, what's your gorgeousness?
You don't remember me? Hold up, you're you, but not you. I mean, not like yourself, or the you that I knew.
Hold me.
Impossible, you're seeping over with dimensional energies that don't match up to anything. This is bad. Really beyond timey-wimey.
You warm, firm stick butter, you.
I hope relationships with ponies is not back on your agenda. Especially with Rarity in the state she's in. You'll regret it a lot.
Will you cut that out? What the hell is wrong with you? I can't read you. I can't.
Take me.
Ugh!
Ooh, mama. What are your feelings for Little Miss Rarity? As in, do you like her or like her?
She bit me. She bloody bit me. What the hell?
Kinky.
I mean, I know she can be a bit of a biter sometimes, but right on the bloody nose? Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
That's cool. So, after down this page, I have a confession to make about that Miss Rarity.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, Doc, but your reaction to bites was funny. Need a band-aid? You should probably bandage that up. The last thing you want is for you to get infected, Doctor.
Ugh, good idea.
Here's a Hello Kitty Band-Aid. Go nuts.
It's Hello Philly here.
Makes sense. Alright, what the hell just happened, Doc? Doctor, what was going on with Rarity? What was all that dimensional seeping? Why can't she remember you?
Well, apparently the dimension of the mommy I knew was locked away. I can't get to it anymore. So I wound up in a new dimension with an alternate Rarity who had the closest pattern to the original.
What was that strange flash when she hugged you?
I'm sensitive to dimensional disturbances. It was like she was communication wires head to her from multiple realities, all tied to her specifically, and I don't know how or why. It gave me a terrible headache, and I might have gotten sick if I'd stayed much longer.
So, what the diagnosis on Miss Crazy Paradox? Got lost and wound up here? Ticking time bomb of energy? And is someone to blame for this?
I'm not sure. Her first dimension was already a mess. Then it started bleeding into my own universe, according to Twilight. And now that it's been locked away, it's as if it's trying desperately to break through another reality.
How can so much of the world change without breaking space and time? I thought only the TARDIS had enough power to make insane paradoxes.
In my original universe with humans? Maybe. But here in the Ponyverse, the massive amounts of magical energy seems to be holding things together like glue. The glue is starting to get old, though. If no one fixes it, it can only hold so much damage before everything breaks.
You say you won't interfere, yet here you are, out and about again, messing around in the world outside your big blue box. You just can't stay out of trouble, can you?
That's not... Shut up. I'm only taking a peek. I'm not getting involved.
Doctor, I love you, but not like this. Tell me, you always told us that you were gonna stay in the TARDIS and do nothing. So if you're dead to the universe, why keep living? You're so unhappy most of the time. You gave up caring. Why are you still breathing?
Because I'm too scared to die. I want more than anything to exist.
Hey, Doctor, whatever happened to Octavia after your confrontation with the Master?
Octavia? How should I know? She ran off. And what was she even doing with him in the first place? She's hanging around Captain Blueballs, and I don't care about her.
Why did you hesitate to kill the Master? Was it because of Octavia?
Yes. It threw me off, and I got so mad that I just fired without thinking.
Shame, shame, shame.
I don't care. Really, I don't.
Hey, Doc, why don't you have a pair for old time's sake?
I bet she's a traitor, too. Or maybe she didn't know who he was, and the Master was using her to make me mad.
Pears are delicious. And that's down the page.
Maybe I
And
still
I-
have a chance.